Let's start our search in PubMed. So I'm here at the Pratt page. I'm in the section called Search the Literature, and PubMed is right here. So we're going to click on it. At this point, I could decide to put all of my search terms in this top box and see what happens. I don't like to do that because I need a little more control over my search, and I want to know words work and which ones are in the MESH database. So the first thing I do is go to MESH database. This is actually the medical subject headings, and it's a controlled vocabulary. What happens is each reference that's in PubMed is assigned from anywhere from 3 to 6 main subject headings and then minor subject headings. So it's kind of like the card catalog, the old-fashioned card catalog in the library. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to search is hospital-acquired infection. I want to see, is this the term that they use? I'm going to hit the search button, and it turns out in this case they've given me a suggestion which is cross-infection. And this seems like an appropriate term to me. It tells you what they mean by cross-infection, and it tells you when they started using it in MESH. The other thing they'll give you are subheadings. If you want to look in a more specific area within cross-infection, you can check any of these boxes. There's another box here called Restrict to MESH Major Topic. This is an area where, again, each reference is assigned 3 to 6 controlled vocabulary words. For instance, cross-infection, along with some other ones, and those are the main focus of the references. So today I'm going to go ahead and check that box because I want my articles to be about cross-infection, not just mention them maybe in one small section. So what I'm going to do at this point is click Add to Search Builder first, then say Search PubMed. And now I can go back to MESH and check our term of hand washing. So I'll scroll down to the bottom, go to the PubMed link under Popular, and once again go back to MESH. And this time I'm going to put in hand washing and click Search. Again, I see it started in 1982, tells me what it means. And I think I'd also like to restrict this to a major MESH or a MESH major topic. Again, we have to hit Add to Search Builder, and then search in PubMed. So I have 2 of my terms set up to search. At this point, I can go into the Advanced section and combine these 2 searches using one of our Boolean operators. What I'll do is go up to the top box and type in number 2, which those are the results of cross-infection. Do a space and then type and number 4. So I'm combining them with and, which means all these references have to include both terms in order to get a hit. I'm going to hit search, and I have 587. I really want to narrow this search down quite a bit. So at this point, what I can do, if I don't have other terms that I'd like to search, is go into the Limits section. And the first thing I'm going to do is limit this search to the last 10 years. I always limit it to English because I can't speak another language. We could do age groups and a few other things, but let's just hit search and see how many that's narrowed it down to. Okay, so it's still 327. At this point, I can go back to those limits And let's do the last 5 years instead of 10. And we'll hit search. Okay, so that's taken it down to 207. That's still a lot more than what I would like to go through. So I think I'm going to search or limit it a little bit more. So I can go back. I can hit change or limits, either one. And this time I'm going to go into the type of article, and I want to tell PubMed I'm interested in randomized controlled trials, meta-analysis if there are any, and practice guidelines. Hopefully that's going to take this down even more. I can now hit search. That took it way down to 4. Maybe that's too little for you to look for. We do see right here, clustered randomized trial of a hand hygiene intervention. That's using alcohol hand wash. I'm not sure if that's going to be helpful or not, so I'm going to go back into the change part, and I think I would like to add clinical trials, just add some more, and I think review works nicely too, so I'm going to check that box. Again, go back down to the search section, and that's brought it up to 32. 32 sounds better to me. So at this point I can go through these results and see if there's anything that works well for me here. As I scroll down, here's one: hand disinfection in hospitals, benefits and risks. And I can take a look at this. It shows me the abstract and talks about nosocomial infection. I know that's what I'm looking for. Compliance with hand washing. So this looks like a good one to me. I can also scroll down under publication types and mesh terms and just have a look at the terms that they've used. You'll see these asterisks here. That tells me that's the main focus or major topic that I was looking for. So here's one that I might like to get. If I don't see our Children's Hospital icon in this section here, I know I can go to the journal portal and try to find this article. I can hit the back button and look back in the list and check off any of the boxes of references that look good to me. And I can do this here. There's another good one. Prevention and control. So you just keep checking the boxes of the ones that look good to you. And at this point you can go up to the send to box. You can do a couple of things here. You can email it to yourself, and I usually like to tell it, send me not just the reference but the abstract as well. Put in your email here, any additional text, maybe you want to put the search that you did, and click email and send it to yourself. So the next step would be to check in our journal portal. So this is how you do a basic search. If you need more help, PubMed has a variety of tutorials that you can watch on how to perform a search. The other thing that I suggest is signing up for my NCBI. And it's just as simple as signing up in this little blue section here. The advantage to doing this is that not only can you save the searches that you do, but you can also set up emails so that every time new articles come out, you can be alerted through an email. So here's our original search here, and I'm signed in, as you can see up here, in my NCBI account, and I simply go up to Save Search, and it automatically names it the search terms that you've used, or you can change it and turn it into something simpler, like I'm going to do hand washing, and hit Save. And now you can see it says, would you like email updates of new search results? And I can say yes, please send them every Monday and once a week. Well, I'm sorry, you can do once a month, once a week, change the day to Monday or whatever day works for you. You can tell PubMed to send me a summary or an abstract. Again, I prefer the abstract. And you can say I only want to see 5 items, or I can see up to 200 in that time period. And you can also tell PubMed, send me something that says there weren't any results, and click Save, and that's set up for you. That's a really great feature of PubMed's MyNCBI. Please contact Pratt Library if you have any other questions.